Ooh, you guys were waiting for him, huh? Beresad, the dragon. There's always a dragon in Kingdom Rush. You've got to have a dragon as a hero, and Beresad is. He's a pretty interesting hero to say the least. I love the look of him. But is he going to live up to the hype? Is he going to be one of the best heroes in the game? And that's what I'm here to talk about today. So if you guys want to press the like button for me, I'd really, really appreciate that. It did take a long time leveling all these guys up, so I'd appreciate it if you guys just press the like button, man. How long does it take? So let's talk about him. First of all, health, ridiculously high. Armor, pretty low. So realistically, you got to imagine that this guy's going to just kind of tank mostly everything, because the only people that are going to be attacking him in the first place are going to be the ranged units. He's flying, he's in the air, and he doesn't block anybody. So actually, to me, I'm going to talk about this really quick. I like being able to block people, and that's why I actually like Varuk, because he can block people and keep people kind of in a little area and let him do some damage. Where Beresad is, he's good at doing damage, he's good at killing people, but you can't keep anybody in a certain spot for a long time. You really got to use those barracks, you really got to use those reinforcements exactly how you want to be able to do a good job with this guy. Attack, highest in the game. Obviously, he's really freaking strong. Still shoots pretty reasonably quickly, too. It's not like a really, really slow attack or anything like that. So that's pretty beastly. And then the cooldowns, not too bad either. This one is actually really interesting, though. Enemies that die close to Beresad generate extra gold. Is this cheating? Is this cheating in the game? I don't know. I don't know. So, yeah, obviously, for a very, very expensive hero, you better be getting something intense. And this is definitely intense right here. Generating extra gold. Oh my god. That's something you definitely got to keep in mind for yourself, man. I mean, if you're going to pay all this money, do you want it to be a challenge? Because honestly, I'm going to say, if you're getting some of these high-tier heroes, it may not be as challenging as you want it to be, even though it could be fun and cool to have around, man. So let's talk about these 5 abilities, then we're going to go and hop into the game and just show them off a little bit. So, Conflagration. Beresad breathes a potent blaze, scorched in the ground and dealing up to 120 damage to all enemies standing in the flames. Woo! That's pretty good, man. It's like a grouped attack right there, so 120 damage to all enemies in that. Not too shabby, man. I love the grouped attacks. Beresad growls with. So, by the way, I'm not sure if you pronounce him Beresad, but I'm gonna call him Beresad. Hopefully, you guys are okay with that. Beresad could be Beresad, I don't know. But I'm going to call him Beresad because that's all I really know. If you guys want to correct me in the comments, feel free. I mean, the more knowledge we have, the better. He growls with strengths. All affected enemies run for their lives, going back through the path for 7 seconds. So I actually found this one to be only mediocre at best. Because a lot of times I'm trying to group my people up. I'm trying to group my people up so I can do big grouped damage attacks. Whether it's with the furnace or with my fire or with whatever, you know? And this actually makes them run backwards and get out of the group. So, well, it's nice if they're trying to run through and they're almost to the end of the game and you're like, oh, screech them back, and they just come right back to you. That's wonderful. But that's not usually what's happening. We're usually randomly screeching at guys that are 2 feet into the map, and then we just have to kill them later on. So, I don't know if this is all that effective. Alright, and they run really fast, too. They're like, whoop, they run all the way back, man. Ooh. So we're actually going to reset. So we're going to talk about the Golem really quick. Spits a rock to the path and infuse it with magic to form a Golem that will fight enemies for a short duration. We've got improves overall stats of Golem, and then for the third one, we've got further improves overall stats of Golem. So it's still only 1 Golem. I really wish that it was 2 or 3 Golems. Even if they were crappy Golems, just having the ability to stall more people would be wonderful. And I know, it sounds like I'm complaining right now, guys. And that's because I might be complaining a little bit. Obliterate shoots a concentrated ball of fire at an enemy, killing it instantly and causing an explosion that deals damage to all enemies close to it. So this is where it's all at. If you're going to be using Beresad, I mean, this is the ability that's really going to help you out. The only question is are you going to accidentally use it on a guy with 100 health instead of a guy with 1,000 health? Most likely, yes. You have no control over it. So Obliterate, while good, may not be as good as you want it to be. You might accidentally use it on the wrong guys over here. He's able to shoot it even faster, so we get a really short cooldown on this thing. But having insta-kills is in all shape, ways, and forms always a good thing, guys. We love them insta-kills. Beresad summons a rain of fire, dealing 60 damage to all enemies on the stage. Oh my god. What? 60 damage to all enemies on the stage? Did you see that? 120? 180 damage to all enemies on the stage? every single person on the stage. Some enemies don't even have 180 health. So we can literally be insta-killing everybody on the screen. That is the, by far, most powerful ability in the game. And there's no way, shape, or form that you can ever argue that. It just is. So, I don't know, man. It's going to be good. Let's show them off in the game a little bit. I think that's the main thing you got to think about Beresad here, is that one ability right there is even better than the standard abilities in the game. Better than the reinforcements and better than that. I don't even know what the green light's called, you know? Whatever it is, whatever this thing is. The soul impact. Alright. So we go, let's move him over here. Now, another actually sort of bad thing about him is I noticed that if I put him in a certain spot, he sometimes doesn't attack. So there we go. They're going to run back towards the front there. Ooh, there's our blazing blast right there. It's going to flame the ground, going to do some pretty decent damage overall. Going to burn a lot of peeps right there. And here we go. We're going to keep on attacking here. We're doing some pretty good damage overall. So if we actually click on him here, he's got 720 health, which is good. He's got 47 to 87 attack right here, which is actually much lower than the Doom Tank, by the way. His Doom Tank was about 100 to, I think, 187 or something like that. So definitely way more style. So we're going to drop our Golem down. We're finally stalling people a little bit. And here we go. We're going to finally start killing people. We're going to insta-kill that guy. Still doing some pretty solid damage. Let's move this guy back. Make sure we don't take anybody else. Don't let anybody sneak through over here. But see, look at that. Why didn't he attack until he gets all the way to the back over there? I don't know. So far, I'm going to be honest. Hopefully Ironhide's not mad at me over here, because, you know, I like to speak my mind, I like to be honest, but they gave this game to me for free, and I really appreciate that from them, but I still feel like I've got to be honest with you guys. I don't like them all that much. I thought it'd be cooler. Maybe they'll buff them in the future. Maybe I'm not using them properly. Those are all possible things that are going on in the game. I just don't find them to be all that powerful. I feel like if you really want to have a good hero over here, you definitely want to have that Doom Tank. But if you want somebody that's cool, you want to freaking drag it on the screen, I mean, like, heck to the yeah, you gotta go for this guy, right? You're just all about the cool factor right here. Go for this thing. Now, if you look at the Dark Golem, he's still got only 300 health. Still a pretty decent attack at 42 to 63. No real armor or anything, so we can still have the ability to die pretty easily. But, the Golem is not something that you're going to really care about all that much. He's just sort of there a little bit to help out a tiny, tiny bit. The main thing, though, is that you have these regular attacks that are going to be going to town. And then, last but not least, guys, we're going to talk about the Hellfire Shockwave. And this is, again, the real reason that this guy is good. Alright, there we go. Spray it down, but it doesn't make it fun to use this thing. It's just like a quick little ability. Takes forever to come back, but we killed everybody. Okay. Is that fun? I don't know. Maybe a little bit. So just to be honest with you guys, again, there's a lot of good things. There's a lot of bad things. I believe that his abilities are still pretty good. I believe he's still a pretty powerful hero overall. But is he really, you know, should he really be the most expensive hero in the game? That's up to you to decide. It's up to you. Really, the main thing is I just think that the Doom Tank is so much better. You know, look at it. The dragon's like right next to him and he still wasn't attacking. Like, well, what was that? What was that? You have to wait until you go beyond the people to attack. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. So that's the weird part about it. Like, I don't fully understand. But he seems to attack people that are further on the screen than him. Now, the way that you could make this guy awesome is if you had like a pursuit function. Alright, if he just followed everybody around the screen by himself, that would make him amazing. Do that. If you, Ironhide, if you really want to make a really cool looking dragon, really awesome dragon, put a pursuit mode on him, man. So here we go. People are trying to sneak through. Burn them to a crisp. Burn them to a crisp. That's not even the conflagration right there. That's like, what was this even called? I don't even know. Rain of Fire, Hellfire, or something like that. So we're just going to show them off for a few more seconds just to make sure you guys understand exactly what you're getting yourself into. Don't always listen to Chris. Chris can be biased. Chris can be stupid. So you want to look at him for your own well-being, and you get to decide over here, guys. Don't let me decide for you. Decide for yourself, okay? I try to be as unbiased as I possibly can in my videos, but again, as usual, I am a person, I can be faulted, and I can be wrong. So decide for yourself whether you think this guy's good. Again, he's not attacking people. Look at that. Look at that. He's not attacking people. But it's all the way back there. Oh, so annoying, man. Maybe they'll fix that in an update or something like that, but as of right now, just annoying to see. It's like, oh, and then he's out of range already. Ugh, or give him more range or something, man. I don't know. I don't know. So I'm done complaining. I do believe that he's still a really good hero in the game, but I don't know if he's worth the whopping, I think he's $7 that you have to pay for him. I just don't think he's worth the money. I think that's the main thing. It's not that he's a bad hero, it's that he's just not worth the money overall. The main thing you're paying for the money right here is this ability, and that's it. And I think that's the main reason why they didn't want to make him too overpowered, is that they made his ability so rock frickin' crazy over here that they didn't want to make him overpowered by making his other abilities cool. But by doing that, I think what they did was they made him so he was not as fun to play with. He's not just cool burning people to a crisp and stuff like that. You're just using a crappy ability every once in a while that kills everything, instead of having him do all the fun things to make people die, you know? But anyways, that's all I've got for you guys today. So if you enjoyed, make sure you press that like button for me, subscribe if you haven't, and of course, have a super duper delicious day.